My God, I hate drugs.
Jeron Teng of the Alaska Aces and 2 other basketball players were hurt in a brawl at the BGC in Taguig early this morning. 2 suspects were arrested and facing charges of frustrated homicide. Rex Ramitio joins us from Taguig City. Rex, can you give us more details on this incident, and has the motive been established?
Well, here's what I have so far. The suspects are now facing charges of frustrated homicide and serious physical injury. The suspects are identified as 40-year-old Edwin Lacanlale and 37-year-old Williard. His name is Williard Basili. Both from the construction industry. Lacanlale is a contractor and Basili is an inspector. They are both residing at Putatan in Muntinlupa City. Lacanlale is a U.S. citizen while Basili is supposed to be a Filipino-American. In a press conference this afternoon, Metro Manila Police Chief Guillermo Eliazar and Southern Police District Chief Tomas Apolinario were not able to present Lacanlale and Basili because cases are yet to be filed against them. And they're currently under the custody of the Taguig City Police. And both the group of Teng and the suspects don't know each other personally. The victims were just walking outside the bar at the 4th Strip in Taguig City. Eliazar then narrated what happened next based on their initial investigation.
Situation. Itong mga basketball players in the fans na were nag-grenade daw, tinanong idol pero hindi napansin, tapos minura na itong suspect. So initially nung nakita natin, I asked the victims, si Norbert, at sabi niya allegedly yun nga yung parang binastos yung girlfriend, at pati sila rin sinabihan pa ng bitch or gago, something like that.
Now we're going to show you the actual footage of the scuffle. Just a reminder, this is an actual footage that contains violence and viewer discretion is advised. Station 7 Commander Chief Inspector Joseph Austria meanwhile says their 24/7 police patrols chanced upon the suspects and immediately arrested them at the site. All of the victims were immediately rushed to the St. Luke's Medical Center in Taguig. Norbert Torres has 11 stitches after he was stabbed in his left arm. Teng has 3 deep wounds at his back, while Thomas Torres is now out of surgery. The police showed a sketch of the ring knife used by the suspects. It has not been recovered. The suspects meanwhile say it was the group of Teng who provoked them and initiated the brawl. But Jeron Teng's brother, also PBA player Jeric, disagrees.
Pabalik na sila ng kotse, pauwi na. Tapos napag-tripan pa sila. Tapos yun nga, I don't know what they're saying na self-defense. Kasi si Jeron, yung saksak niya talaga, it was a deep cut sa likod pa. So sa side din. So he was very lucky dahil pwede matamaan yung vital organs, pero buti wala. Pero yun nga, lahat sila sila Norbert Torres and Thomas Torres, lahat sila may mga deep cuts. So how can you say that it's a self-defense? Puro ang lahat ng tama sa kanila.
The Southern Police District meanwhile says that they will beef up the security in the area. They will coordinate with establishments to strengthen their security measures, their inspection measures, and they will also coordinate with the local government to further police the entire 4th Strip 24/7. Mike.
Rex, based on this new footage that we're showing, it seems that there were many witnesses to that brawl. Has police established where did the weapon come from? I mean, who was holding it, and what type of weapon is it again, and who was holding that weapon?
Well, basically, high. It was a ring knife. It's very small. Your palm is even bigger than that. And according to Southern Police District Chief Tomas Apolinario, it's really hard to be detected since it's really small. And on the witnesses, we have yet to see a witness that will surface and testify before the police. That's why they will still conduct further investigation to resolve the case in this matter. Mine.
Rex, I guess many basketball fans want to know now, how are they doing, Jeron Teng and his two companions?
Well, so far, they're still recovering. Some of them are still in the hospital, while as we have seen, Norbert Torres is already out and already talked with Eliazar and Apolinario. Of course, they will be missed by their fans, especially now that the Philippine Basketball Association season has just started. Mike.
All right, thank you, Rex Remitio, reporting to us from Taguig City. The summer vacation is now over. Students will be going back to school tomorrow. To prepare them, parents braved crowds in Divisoria for a last-minute shopping of affordable school supplies. Our Makoy Popioko has that story.
Before students get their first day high tomorrow, practical parents are on a last-minute shopping rush here in Divisoria in Manila. Vendors say the crowd that you're seeing now seems to double the number of the people who flocked here yesterday. Parent Susan Lopena is working on a tight budget of 3,000 pesos for her 5 students. Her youngest, 6-year-old Clark, joined her as she wrestles her way through the thick crowd. Lopena spent over 1,000 pesos for 29 notebooks, 40 pad papers, 16 pens and ball pens, and other items. She also bought 2 bags, 2 pants, and 3 white uniform shirts. All in all, she spent over 2,500 pesos. She decided to save the remaining 400 pesos for her children's transportation cost tomorrow. Like Lopena, most of the parents here were shopping last minute due to either budget or time constraints.
Okay lang yung masikip basta mabili lang lahat. Bali may iba pa sir. Tapos sunod araw na lang. Yun. Wala na budget, ubos na nito.
Thank you, Mama. Kahit mainit, ganun po talaga kasama sa pamimili yun
Pero bakit ngayon lang kayo namili?
Ngayon lang po may pera Ngayon lang po dumating yung last trip po. Ngayon lang po kasi nagbigay yung anak ko ng pera para sa mga apo ko.
Okay naman po. Kasi hindi naman nagbago po yung presyo Simula nung matumal hanggang matapos, ganun pa rin naman po yung presyo.
Vendor Annalisa Nunag says the prices of commodities have remained the same since last year. Notebooks and pad paper cost at least 10 pesos each. Pens and ballpens start at 7 pesos per piece. For 150 pesos, one can buy a school bag or a pair of uniform pants or shorts. And for 100 pesos, one can buy a white uniform shirt or skirt. These prices are almost the same in every stall selling around the Divisoria complex. Here, prices of commodities are at least a peso cheaper than that in bigger malls. Trade and industry officials continue to remind Divisoria goers to check the labels, manufacturers, and other details of the items before buying to ensure quality and safety. Vendors here say they also do quality control before displaying their products. They also remind customers to inspect the products before paying for them. Vendors remind the public that they will strictly close their shops at 10 tonight. No more extension. So for those rushing to do their last-minute shopping, make sure to travel earlier tonight, as the roads surrounding this busy shopping district are getting more congested by the hour. Makoy Popioko, CNN Philippines.
The LTFRB is reminding all public utility vehicles about the expanded student fare discount. Students are entitled to a 20% discount all year round, even on holidays and weekends. Board member Eileen Lizada says the discount covers students from vocational or technical schools, but it doesn't cover postgraduate students and those taking short-term courses. The first batch under the K-12 program finished high school this year, despite the government's promise that they can land jobs even without a college degree. Many are doubting this. Tristan Nodalo looks into what's in store for our new graduates in this special report.
Charmaine Cardona dreams of becoming a medical doctor in the future. but she admits fulfilling this dream will be a financial challenge.
Plano ko po kasi talaga nung una, mag-work po habang nag-enter ng college kasi po para makatulong din po sa pagbabudget ng pera.
Cardona is among the first batch of senior high school graduates this year under the Education Department's K-12 program. And like some of her peers, life after senior high means finding a job to help the family make ends meet.
Sa family po namin, malaking challenge yun. Lalo na po syempre hirap din po kami sa buhay. Syempre yung pagbabudget po ng pera para sa pang-araw-araw, yung paggastusin po namin, tsaka expenses din po sa school. But
Cardona and her batchmates are uncertain about getting employed after graduation.
Since senior high graduate pa lang naman po kami, parang iniisip po namin na baka hindi po kami tanggapin ng ibang company since yun po, kulang po kami sa experience. Gano'n.
Cardona senior high school teacher says most senior high school graduates choose to go to college instead of finding work.
They wanted to go to college and they wanted to finish that and advance their learning. Well, some are having second thoughts. That is why we conduct career guidance orientation.
A success and beyond expectations, this is how the Education Department describes its senior high school program under the K-12. Over 1.2 million students finished this year, dismissing fears of a high dropout rate. Even as they are now qualified to land a job, most K-12 graduates may have this question in mind. Will companies accept them with their credentials?
A recent Job Street survey shows only 24% of employers are willing or ready to hire K-12 graduates, while less than half remain unsure or are still evaluating the graduates' readiness to work.
They were willing to hire K-12 graduates kasi their openings kasi are more on entry level, which are not, kumbaga, require a college degree. These are, for example, yung mga openings for customer service. We've seen BPO companies na kahit college undergraduate, they're willing to hire.
Employers hope there will be more dialogues with the Education Department and stakeholders to make sure skills taught in senior high school will match jobs waiting for them.
Number one pa rin dito yung attitude. It's similar even with college graduates. As long as that K-12 graduate has the right attitude towards work, has a positive attitude, kumbaga.
The Education Department expects that more senior high school students this year, and they want to keep the momentum going for the K-12.
We almost got 100% of the grade 10 completers proceeding to grade 11.
And even as challenges face the K-12 program in its initial phase, the Education Department hopes Filipinos will see its benefit in the long run.
We have more students now who are equipped, who we would like to say are more ready in the world of work if they want to work and they don't want to proceed to college.
After finishing senior high school, Charmaine chooses to go to college for now. Tristan Udalo, CNN Philippines.
Still ahead, President Duterte leaves it up to Congress to decide on calls to amend or suspend the train law.